Cool. Alright. I don't remember Wise Cat's voice. We met him yesterday. Guess it's gonna change. Sorry, bud. Bravo, Meteor. Thanks to you, our guests shall be honored with a marvelous banquet. But what goods of an exotic feast without equal quality exquisite aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lomani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip. He'll take care of the rest. Oh, and if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lomani my regards. Do I have that aetherite? Yeah. Nice. As long as I have that aetherite, that is not a big deal. If I don't have that aetherite, that's a real pain that he created. All right. Sweet grime and blood. Hey, you reek of blood. An adventure. Unless... Oh, sweat. Grime and blood. Hey, you reek of blood. An adventurer. Unless I'm mistaken, what brings you to Wineport? An order. Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. The paper smells of loam and perfume, Costa del Sol, and there are also unmistakable odor of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gigaruju would not settle for anything less than the best. Dreiswitz and his crew must be quite busy preparing for an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Ah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you've no interest in my affairs. You wish only to discuss the wine, I suspect. Sound. Cool. Yeah, Fido, it's a big difference. Orbital eccentricities, it's neat. It's a big difference. Alright. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it as more than a mere hobby. I wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary, of course. Say what you will about the nature of the work. None can deny that it pays well. Ha, but you grow impatient. And Wisecat must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Barrelglant, who owns and operates the largest winery in Valbrand. Somehow I doubt he'll be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. Threw my back out yesterday. Like, it's been uncomfortable. It's like a new middle-aged thing that you can do, is you can just like throw your back out. That's a thing that you can just do. Not for any particular reason, just because life works out that way. Better? Better. Oh my god. It was a rough night. What a rank amateur bottle of wine! This impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. This mission is too good for this man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of his polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion, and I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the power to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you Gobu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Begone from my sight. Oh. Alright. I take it he said no? Really? In those words? Well, I could not say that I am surprised. While there's no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsa is not a man known for his tact. Very well. We shall have to take an alternative approach. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can go furnish us with a suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I can guarantee this would not be a problem. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say that their grapes are poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, the vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine never before seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, as they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, most complex, and most flavorful of all wines. The legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Airport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, once I had the privilege to sample that particular wine, it was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh. I was one with all creation. But, as it is too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. And what remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it can no longer be made. If we cannot convince Bargalant to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine, and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumors that one of the vignerons tending the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. Yeah, I legitimately thought about last night that I was going to have to cancel stream. But we're here, we're charging on, and if it looks like I wiggle a lot all day, it's because my back hurts. What's this? What are you doing, buddy? What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wish. I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. Oh crap. I did mount roulette there. That is wrong. Fenrir. Alright, here we go. Bacchus wine? Don't remind me. I used to have a cellar filled with the stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and the elements. Never counted on a bloody primal blowing up my goddamn house. Oh. Guys, I think the low poly grapes tasted better. I think that's what it is. No luck, huh? Most regrettable, but we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. Though I must confess, my certitude could be due in part to my personal history with the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Hogmoro, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realized there was so much still I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that the wondrous ambrosia that once filled me with hope may forever be lost to us. All right. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there is much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. I have no fear. I swear that I shall find a suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Vilebrand as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die, because I nearly found one not far from here. And there was a man there named Dress, who took me in and nursed me back to health, and it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. This wine is my own original creation, and I would be most grateful if you delivered it to him in my stead. Dress sometimes drinks at the Raincutter Gully docks, so perhaps Ritzkilt can tell you where to find him? Alright. Raincatcher Gully, it's raining. I'm doing okay so far. I think that the quests will keep me on pace. Actually, I think I'll out-level. So I hit 33. MSQ is now 33. Very convenient. We'll see. I may outpace it, actually. So I might end up switching jobs, too. Go put one in on my Arcanist or something.
Dressed! Oh, you met the hermit. I tossed him a few kills. He needed an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, but I sure as hell don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. If you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the Severed String.
It's an awful name for a place. Okay. Look at these guys. Yeah, it's cool getting to see places, because that's where I was doing my ninja quests. I don't really know them, because I was skipping them all, but I did them. And, so it's neat to kind of put this there. 6 level 33 quests, so I won't need that to hit 34. And if I just go put 1 on Arcanist, it'll be 34. I need to go do my Arcanist. I could also just go do my Summoner quest, and that would fix it. Alright, here we go. The Severed String. Dun, dun, dun. You look like you've lost your mind, sir. What do you want? Here you go. Wine? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? Yeah. Third of them. Okay. I can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. These midgets, they're buzzing. They keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. Sorry, bud. Didn't mean to scare you. Oh, midges. There's real. Thought maybe he just lost his mind. Alright. Come on. Dung Midge Swole. Kenji, thank you so much for 15 months. Dung Midge Swole again. Am I gonna do stuff besides? Yeah, I want to clear all of it, but first story, because story and the story dungeons are what's getting changed with 6.1. But before I go on to Heaven's Word, I don't know the story of Crystal Tower. I don't know the story of Binding Coils. I don't know a lot of the job quests. I don't know the stories of the Beast Tribes, because I just skipped the quest text and did them. So, like, there's a ton of ARR I don't know. And then I mean, just assume if it's in Heaven's Word, I don't know it. There's a few exceptions, like the Dark Knight questline. But it's just when in doubt, assume that I don't know what's going on. 4 or 5. So I'd like to really thoroughly clear A Realm Reborn before moving on. Which means I'm probably doing this every other week. And on the in-between weeks, we'll play Guild Wars, maybe a bit of Lost Ark, maybe we'll work on my main, because I still have goals over there. Alright. Nice. I think that sets me, so let's ride back. So, it's fun to do it with the context of, like, you know, like the Ninja Quest, it wouldn't have been there when I came through ARR. Because I joined ARR in 2.0. Like, 2.1 hadn't dropped. So for that content wasn't added until 2.3, and it's been continually supported. So, all the way through, I mean, basically, Stormblood. So, like, this area, it would mean something different now, even if I had paid attention back then. Is there a monkey up there? Oh, that's just Chris. Out of the corner of my eye, I could have sworn it was like a gorilla or something. That's not even loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me even after what my comrades and I did to your country. We were on a reconnaissance mission when the Maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others, no one survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it, not even the Garlean. They conquered my lands, just like they tried to conquer yours. No, I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. You need to calm down. I wish to thank Shimani for his wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Last night at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in the coconut shells and stored for a few bombs' time, it makes for a fine wine. See, it should be ready now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shimani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day they do the same. Alright. Let's go pick up some coconuts. A lovely bunch of coconuts. All just standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your... Oh, come on, man. Oh, you're not going to let me out over that way, are you? Alright, alright, alright. Can I come down now? Yes. Can I not swim in that? Boo! Alright. Palm wine. Swimming wasn't added back then, so they never went back and updated this area, I guess. Can I... Yes, I can run right there. Just not... I can stand right here in it. So it's not that the current's a problem, because I can stand in it. There's just an invisible wall. Alright. 2 of 3. Palm wine. Alright, that's 3. It's a decent fishing spot, makes sense. So let's head up this way. I mean, compared to 1.0, 1.0 you couldn't jump, so like... Or 11 you couldn't jump. 11 you couldn't jump, right? And so like, when you think of the storied history of franchises in Final Fantasy XIV, adding swimming did not need to be there in 2.0. Because in 11 you couldn't even jump. And honestly, 11 was more successful than 1.0 by some measures. So, I mean, it's still played, for one, instead of getting deleted into the void. 1.0 is also no jumping? I don't know, that's weird, man. It's been some time, Meteor. What news have you addressed? He brought you a lovely bunch of coconuts. Ah, yes, I did recall he had some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic, but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We are not so different, Drest and I, 2 men who have long struggled to not let our scars define us. I worry that he's been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Aye, it's past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Meteor. No problem. It's just so fast. By the gods, Meteor! Listen, I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Drest's palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf. A leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Drest found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. I feel like you should come with me. Okay, so now I'm level 34. And I'm on the 33 quest. So when I hit 35, I'm going to tab over to Arcanist and let the quest complete there. Try to keep everybody 2 ahead. And we'll do it to it. Can I take a right here? Is that a thing I can do? I think I can. That might be faster. Yeah, this looks faster. And I'm not pissing off the corals here. Toad may be a little tougher. Don't you turn around on me. Okay. There we go. Oh, hello again. What is it? Where'd you get these leaves? Oh, it's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. I didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh Gopu tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from the vines, growing on the back of one of such beasts. If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some Gopus are more territorial than others. You may have to come to defend yourself. Alright. Let's head on then. I'm happy to defend myself. Right here. Waiting. Waiting. Shezmu has died. Okay. Here's a Gubu. Do I need to kill the Gubus? No. But I can. Alright. Back up we go. Whoa! Let's... Yeah, I don't know what happened to my lights. It was so smooth yesterday. I had like no noise in the green screen, and I just don't have a care to fix it. It's a little bit fuzzy. I don't know where it... I don't know why. I don't know what changed. That better? Is that better? No, that's worse. Is that better? I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's shirt color. Better? I don't know. Call that a win. Where'd you go, buddy? What did Dressed have to say, Meteor? Tell me everything! Bro, you gotta calm down just a little. Ah! I was right! This smell, this texture, I hold it in my hands, a Bacchus grapevine cutting! Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner could... 12 is my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What? You would offer this to me, but why? There is none in better position to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Baumgren. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep the cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Eorzea will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't... Wait. The shape of this bottle, the scent of this label, this couldn't possibly be... A 1547 Bacchus! But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years, I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport, I say. He's made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gigaruju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, my dear. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. But do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Wisecat. Don't you need to get a glass? Yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I'm a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. Oh. Alright. Back across. The ARR sightseeing logs? Yeah, they don't ever work like that after that. Having to be in certain places at certain times and weather and all that. Alright. There's no way this guy appreciates this wine.
Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me, so what of the wine I asked you to bring?
Right here. Don't drop it.
Was that a 7 hells? A 1547 Bacchus, even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you, but congratulations, Meteor. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths I went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associates arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her the banquet is about to begin?
Goo Goo Sproutling Minion.